Hello friends, I am Professor Jitendra Davade. Today's topic for our discussion is the step down chopper. Now why we require the step down chopper? Because when we want to convert the fixed DC voltage into the variable DC voltage, we will require a step down chopper. So a DC to DC converter is called as the chopper. Now who will do the function of chopping? Basically your transistor is doing the job of chopping. Any power electronic device, you take transistor, you take MOSFET, you take IGBT, any one of the device can be used as a chopping device. Now in layman language, if you want to study the chopper is nothing but which cuts the thing. A continuous thing will be cut at a particular interval, that is called as the chopping. So here the transistor on off function will chop the input DC voltage and that will convert it into the variable DC voltage. So that is the meaning of doing the chopper. So chopper can be studied in two types. First one is the step down chopper and second one is the step up chopper. So either what is the requirement? Suppose sometimes we want to step down the voltage and sometimes we want to step up the voltage, as we carried out in transformer case. In case of transformer, we step up and step down the AC voltage. But here we are step up and step down the DC voltage. Means chopper is one type of converter in which you are converting fixed DC voltage into the variable DC voltage. That voltage either will be step down or will be step up. Now for today's discussion, we are considering the step down chopper. Means we want to convert the higher constant DC voltage into the lower variable DC voltage. Okay. Now I will show you how this circuit, simple circuit, can do it. Okay. Now let's see here. Here I am using a DC voltage whose magnitude is fixed at 100 volt at 1 ampere. So the input DC voltage to which you want to convert into the variable DC voltage is magnitude 100 volt, which is at 1 ampere of current rating. And similarly, I have chosen one transistor which is acting as a chopper. So here BJT is used, that is the power BJT is used for the chopping purpose. Now to the base of the chopper, I am supplying a square wave as an input. Now depending upon the input, the chopper will either on and off. Okay, means the duty cycle or the on time of this base signal will going to decide the duration for which my chopper will be on or my transistor will be on, and depending upon that the load current will circulate in the circuit. Now for consideration, I am considering the resistive load, because in case of resistive load the current and voltage both are in phase with each other, and because of that we are clear the whatever the step down voltage is there, that is negligible, powerless. Okay, so power dissipation is not take place in that way, okay, as compared to inductive load. So see here, when the chopper is on, that we can understand with the help of this simple equivalent circuit. So let us have the first case, that is case 1. In first case, when the switch is open, the current will not circulate inside the circuit. So because of that, what will happen, this V out is equal to 0. Means when the switch is off, the output voltage becomes 0. Okay. Now consider the case 2, that is when the chopper switch is on. When the chopper switch is on, what will happen? The current will circulate through this, and because of that there is a voltage drop. Now how much voltage will be there? Which is equal to the input voltage. That of this input supply to the gate voltage. Now let us see the first case. Suppose we have supplied a 20 millisecond of pulse width, where this input is of 50% of duty cycle. So duty cycle of this is 50%. So what will happen? In case of 50% duty cycle, the on time and off time both will be equal. So what will happen? The transistor will on for 10 milliseconds and transistor will be off for the 10 milliseconds. So what will happen? The on time and off time both are equal, and because of that what will happen? The output whatever I am getting is equal to 100 volt for this interval, that is of 10 millisecond, and 0 volt for remaining 10 millisecond. Means the output I am getting in this case is 50% of my input, because if you see the duty cycle formula, the output voltage formula, the output voltage which is equal to duty cycle multiplied by the input voltage. Now in case here duty cycle is 50%, so it is 0.5 multiplied by 100, which is equal to 50 volt. So the output voltage is 50 volt because my duty cycle is 50% in this case. Now consider the second case when I am supplying 10% of this, means on time is of 10%. That is, let us say in our case it is 2 millisecond, because our total time is 20 millisecond. So 10% is that 2 milliseconds. So my switch will going to be on for 2 millisecond, and for 18 millisecond my switch will be going to be closed. So what will happen? In this case the output voltage is reduced. So now let us say in case number 2, my output is nothing but 10%, that is 0.1 multiplied by 100. So it is equal to 10 volt. Now consider case 3. Now my on time of this switch is more. So now the on time of the switch is more and the off time is less. So what will happen? My transistor is going to be conduct for 18 milliseconds and it will not conduct for 2 milliseconds. So means on time is greater than the off time. So here what will happen? My on time is greater, so because of that the load voltage will be more. So what happened in case 3? Now my duty cycle is 90%. So 90% is nothing but it is 0.9 into 100. So what will happen? It is 90 volt. Okay. So see, we have considered 3 cases here. In first case the duty cycle is 50%. In second case the duty cycle is 10%. And in third case duty cycle is 90%. So since my input voltage is 100 volt, 0.5, 0.1 and 0.9, if you consider the duty cycle, what will happen? 50%, 10% and 90% is my output voltage magnitude. So I am getting how much output, that depends upon my input voltage, and that is because the on time of the switch. If I vary the switch, what will happen? If I vary the frequency, here I am not varying the frequency. What we are studying, the control strategy for the switch. The control strategy of the switch can be studied under 2 heads. One is varying the on time, that is called as the duty cycle variation, and second one is the frequency variation. So frequency variation is nothing but what? We are varying the total T. In frequency variation we are varying the time, total time. But in this case, see, the time is constant. For these 3 cases, my T is constant. So I am not varying the frequency, but I am varying the on time of the chopper. So how much duration of time for which my transistor is on, for that duration only my input will be get delivered to the output, and depending upon that the output voltage will be generated. So that is the meaning of studying the chopper. So what will happen? What is our observation? Our observation is that my input is 100 volt, my output is 50 volt, 10 volt or 90 volt depending upon my duty cycle. So what will happen? The output is less than the input voltage. So we come to the conclusion that it is a step down chopper. Okay, that's all from my side. Where you require this type of conversion? We require this type of conversion for change the speed of the motor. Suppose instead of R load, I change the load from motor load, what will happen? So speed of the motor will be changed. In case of resistive load, I put lamp load. So what will happen? The intensity of lamp will be gradually increase and decrease depending upon the on time of the transistor. Similarly, the speed of the motor will change from 0 to maximum as I keep on changing the duty cycle of this transistor. So as the transistor duty cycle is higher, output generated will be higher, so speed of the motor will be higher. If the on time of the transistor is less, the output voltage will be less, and because of that the motor will run with the lesser speed. That's all for today.